Hey everyone, today we're going to break down a super simple but really powerful tool in English. It's all about talking about things that are always true. So yeah, let's just dive right in.
Okay, let me ask you something super basic. Go on, complete this sentence in your head. If you heat ice, what happens? What happens every single time?
Yeah, exactly. It melts. Of course it does. There are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This cause and effect relationship is an absolute.
So what we just did there, that's stating a fact, right? It's like an unbreakable rule of the universe. And guess what? English has this perfect little grammar structure built just for these kinds of moments, for talking about truths that happen every time a certain condition is met.
And that structure, it's called the zero conditional. Think of it as the grammar of facts. Its whole job is to deal with things like general truths, scientific laws, basically any situation where one thing always leads to another. It's for the guarantees in life.
Okay, so we know what it is. Now let's get into the how, and you're going to love this part because it is incredibly simple to put together.
So the formula is just two pieces. First, you've got your if clause. That's the condition. Then you have the main clause. That's the result. And here's the absolute key. Both parts, the condition and the result, use the present simple tense, like this. If you mix blue and yellow, you get green. See? Super simple.
All right, now here's a really cool trick with this. This structure is super flexible. You can actually flip the two parts around. And guess what? The meaning doesn't change one bit.
Check this out. You can say, if you freeze water, it becomes ice. Or you can say, water becomes ice if you freeze it. It's the exact same fact. The only tiny little difference is grammar related. See how in the second version there's no comma? That's a great little tip for your writing. It just makes things flow a little more smoothly. Okay, so we've got the what and the how down. Now let's talk about the when. When do you actually use this thing? Well, there are three main situations where the zero conditional is going to be your best friend. First up, and this is the big one, scientific facts. This is like the classic use case, right? We're talking about the universal laws of how the world works. If water hits 0 degrees Celsius, it freezes, period. If the sun sets, it gets dark. These aren't opinions, they're just facts, pure certainties.
Okay, use case number 2 is for general truths. These are things that are just, generally true about life, people, nature, or even just about you. For example, if plants don't get sunlight, they die. That's a general truth. But it can also be personal, like if I drink coffee at night, I don't sleep well. See? It's all about reliable, predictable patterns.
And our third main scenario is for rules and instructions. This one is so useful in daily life. Think about school or work, or even just giving directions. If a student arrives late, the teacher marks them absent. It's a clear rule with a clear consequence. Or in business, if a company reduces prices, sales increase. It's cause and effect spelled out as a rule. All right, that's enough of me talking. The best way to really get something to stick is to try it yourself, right? So let's switch from theory to practice. Time for a quick pop quiz to see if you've got it.
Okay, ready? All you have to do is complete these sentences. Just pop in the correct present simple form of the verb.
Okay, here we go. Number 1, if you heat ice, it melt. Number 2, if people eat too much, they gain weight. Number 3, if a company lower prices, customers buy more. And the last one, number 4, if students study regularly, they pass exams. Take a second. Got your answers locked in?
All right, let's check your work. The answers are heat and melts, eat and gain, lowers and buy, and study and pass. Hey, did you catch that little trick in number 3? Lowers gets that S at the end because the subject, a company, is singular. A little detail, but an important one. Awesome job.
Okay, let's pull all of this together into one final, quick summary. If there's one thing you screenshot or write down, this is it. This is your takeaway.
So here's the whole shebang on one slide. What's it for? Facts, general truths, and rules. What tense do you use? Always present simple, for both parts. What's the structure? If plus present simple, comma, present simple. And the one example to burn into your brain, if you heat water, it boils. Simple as that.
So, when it all comes down to it, the most important thing to remember is this. The zero conditional is the language of facts. It's how we talk about certainty, about the rules that govern our world. And now I want to turn it over to you. I'll leave you with this question. What's one zero conditional rule in your own daily life? Think about it.